Hi everyone. We got another episode of Presa Canario de los Morales. We're gonna talk about the American Pit Bull Terrier. I've been hearing about a lot about mixing dogs and with American Pit Bull Terrier for gayness and call everything gayness. Not all game dogs are game dogs. No all American Pit Bull Terriers are game dogs. And this is for historical purpose. No harm intended and no condone the illegal dog fighting. Only this is only historical with the historical purpose. I mean, so here everybody talking about mixing this with this and this, and shelters are full of unwanted mixed dogs because of this problem. This is to alleviate the problem of the shelters so we can continue enjoy and breeding our dogs. So here is the proud of the game dogs. This is James Crenshaw. And like I say, this is for historical purpose.
Blackjack, он в чемпионе и последний раз выиграл у четырехкратного победителя.
Grand champion Blackjack. Son of Gator. Champion Gator. Gator is a son of Tap. Tap is a son of Jeep. Jeep is a son of the Great Feeling Bow and Honey Bunch. That's Champion Gator, father of Blackjack.
Четырехкратный победитель. А Blackjack, он сын Гейтера. Это Гейтер 6 лет, ему 6 лет, в июле будет 7 лет.
This
I'm
game,
sorry about this.
you're not ready for it.
А вот Blackjack, он Blackjack 3,5 года от Гейтера. Это я Джеймса Креншоу. Он держит 90 собак.
These people only breed purebred dogs, American Pit Bull Terriers. That's their pride. You will never see a mixed dog in there for them to show. These American Pit Bull Terriers being bred as a pure form for close to 200 years. And people saying a breed cannot take purity for that long. Yes, it does. That's the proof right there.
Мы находимся у Джеймса дома, и это фотографии чемпионов. Third on the top, this is a Jeep, right?
That's the greatest bitch of all time.
And third,
Honey
this is a
Bunch,
Jeep, right?
the mother of Jeep. In that litter, she produced 4 champions: Charlie, Missy, Jeep, and I forgot the fourth one, the last one.
Champion Charlie.
That's
Yeah.
Charlie.
I saw him in a pedigree.
Jeep.
Your champion Hurt, the black dog, Sugar, Rascal,
Where? Yeah, next to the Russell, right?
and
That's
Bruiser.
not Rascal. Rascal is the next one
Bruce, this is the
on
Gator
the
brother,
top,
right?
next to where the picture of Crenshaw, the pie dog.
Jack Kelly, Bulletproof Road.
Rascal, it was a great dog
With
too.
Black mark, no, on the top.
On the top is
And I seen that with Crenshaw is the brother of Gator, Brutus, if I'm not mistaken.
So it means all the dogs from your yard, or not? Some of them.
no, they're from the
All of them. So how many champions have you made?
a lot of. One, two, three, four, five,
Look at all those sides. The
Who's that man with the
biggest
white
dog.
coat? Jack Taylor, and another one. But is he still in life? But he stopped to keep dogs, right? Really?
GP was show as 43 pounds.
I think most of good dogs came from his bloodline. Yeah. Like Bullets.
and you know, a lot of people criticize those dogs.
Bulletin?
Yeah, a lot of people do, but they're good dogs. Always good dogs. You know, I mean, percentage-wise, I like them better than you.
Have you seen Bulletin when he?
I've seen good.
I see. So what do you think? It was great dog?
He was a good dog. I don't know, you know, we got beat by a good dog.
I mean, anyway, it was good producer.
Oh, yeah. Good blood, good breed. Just the champion ninja on top, the black dog.
How he called him? On the top, right?
I'm going to take you through a 7-step
I'm
system
sorry
to
about
running
that.
any business. We call
I'm trying. Oh my god. I think I have to let it play.
Please, the seven forces of business
Apologize for
mastery.
that. And apologize. Anyway,
Yeah, a couple years, yeah.
that ad that was under.
Yeah.
that's Albert White.
This, nobody.
He's
drive
jar
people
is
with you. See, I own Gene Drive.
it's about that's when Crenshaw quit and he took over. Those are the same bred dog from pretty much Jeep. From Tap. He was very famous because of Tap. Tap is the father of Gator. All right, going back. This sorry, pause so you guys can hear me. This dog that this myself with Levi. Levi was bred by Tanya, called with Steel Pit. It was a Gator dog and Frisco. That dog, that was probably around 2003, 2004, somewhere in there. That's his house sister. That's Racha. Cowaracha being bred, this breeding produce a very game dog, many game dogs actually. She was bred 3 times only. One with Levi, her half brother, and 2 times with Hardcore Kennels champion Tech9. Tech9 is the product of Hardcore Kennels Bozeman and Grand Champion Hardcore Kennel 9 Millie, 5-time winner. And if you see these dogs, they are Jeep and Red Boy dogs. Grand Champion Tans Yellow, 6-time winner, is a Red Boy dog with a little touch of Jacko. And if we keep going and going and going, you will see generation after generation after generation of American Pit Bull Terrier, nothing added for many generations. That's the product, and you see how we breeding here. This is the difference between a dogman and a puppy mill. A puppy mill doesn't interesting in preserve anything. He's breeding and anything who got 4 legs just to sell a dog. This is the difference between a dogman and a puppy mill or a peddler. They only care about money. This is about a pride. And if these people don't exist, no breed will exist. Because everybody today, they thinking in mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing, and everything is not about mixing. Nobody's keeping anything alive anymore. And if we keep like that, we're gonna exterminate breeds. Breeds, they don't come overnight. These take a lot of selection, a lot of cooling, a lot of perseverance to produce these great dogs. This is a legacy. This is like a painting, like the Mona Lisa. If you give that Mona Lisa to a 3-year-old and you put some painting in the hand, he's gonna destroy it. To preserve this, it doesn't need to be changed. Everything is being done. That's why this dog doesn't get sick. They're very hard, very tough, very tolerant to genetic diseases. And I witnessed them myself. And if you see this dog, the Rache was a Jeep Red Boy Rascal bitch. And Tech9, like I was saying, it was a Jeep Rascal dog. Let me find what is the Jeep. I think it's right here. Yep. Jeep Rascal. That Mountainman Homer. Great dog, very hard mouth. This you see the greatest. You see how we have this done with the champion title. When it's red, that it doesn't produce that many champions. It's on red. POR, it means produce of register. That means the dog has some champions on it and winners, much winners. But when the dog reach the ROM status, means register of merit. Register of merit means the dog is been producing. I think more than 6 champions. I know 100% sure. But around that. Honey Bunch, to this day, she's on the top of the ROM in females. And I think Jeep is the top, her son is the top of males. Raspberry POR, that means he has a champion, but not as many as Honey Bunch. And if you see how Honey Bunch was bred, look, Blind Billy, take you to Earth Tudors. To those dog Earth Tudor have like Daibo. Is the most popular. In pedigrees, the much of what you're gonna see is Earth Tudor stuff. Yeah, more. I mean, some Lapose and stuff like that. And Jeep, you will see both sides. You will see a lot of Earth Tudor's dog from the early age, and a lot of from Feeling Bow, a lot of dogs from Colby, John P. Colby. It's the best of the two worlds collapsing in one dog. So that's what GP became so important. This is very, very, very important. These pedigrees, they are historical pedigrees. This is history in the making. Corvino, very important kennel. Carver. Tudor's Dive, like I was talking about. Tudor's Dive. This dog, Blind Billy, is a son of him. That's he died last year. Floyd Boudreaux. And this when he started with this dog, Blind Billy. And he built a legacy. Many of his dogs, they're very important in everybody's pedigree. He Mayfield Ham bring a legacy, Earth Tudor's legacy. And that's from Hardcore Kennels. There is in this part is no Jeep, but this dog have it because I bred to him. That Ratchet right there is I buy that to Tanya before then she died. I was a good friend of her. God rest her. God bless her soul. And in here you see Grand Champion Mongoose. Another Rascal dog. You see? Rascal. Snakeman Champion Pedro is a grandson of Rascal. Grancho Rascal. Champion Rascal. And Rascal, he was a champion, not a grand champion, because he lost one. When you lost one, if you was a grand champion, you come back to the champion status. That's what a lot of people, when they reach the grand champions status, they stop. Because if they lose the grand champion, and they became a champion. They lose that status. Oh, look, Tudors. That's a well-bred dog. Grand Champion Boomerang. The last person who owned this dog, it was a friend of mine, Lloyd. And look, we go into Blind Billy again. We go into the same thing. And people say, oh, the inbreeding, line breeding, that kind of breeding, no dog, you need to bring something from the outside. No, you don't. You bring something outside because you are not a breeder. These people are breeders. These people are dogmen. They are in another level. If you cannot get to this level, that means you are not a dogman. This is not for rookies. This is a collaboration, generation after generation, looking and cooling what is not good and what is good, breathing it. This is selection at its best. That's what no breed can stand this breeding, and it's not the dog. It's just because the breeders are behind those. Dogs survive because of the breeders. If the breeders in that breed are no good, the dog will the breed will deteriorate. But in here, because this is still alive, and this is a historical breeder, I'm not involved in any dog fighting or anything like that. This is to show that you don't need to mix to become a good breeder. You just need to do a good selection and know what you're doing. And this breeding produce. I did something wrong. Okay, I need to go to her. Know what I did wrong. Offspring. This produce with Levi. She produced a dog named Makuto. She was no. I didn't breed her a lot. I don't breed dogs a lot. Oh. She produced a very good game dog named Makuto. Very game. And when I mean game, it was game. It was tested. Game tested. Actually, it was a dead game dog. And that's another one. In the first one, he defeated champion... what it was his name? Oh my God, I forgot the name. But he went with very good dogs. And the last one, he went out that game. He dragged himself to the corner. That's how game. That's how gayness it is. And if you look, this is his pedigree. I mean, no wonder he was so game. And you see all these dogs, they are historical dogs. All of them. They're all famous. And they will be known in history forever. As long as the American Pit Bull Terrier still exists. And even it doesn't exist. Stop as everybody makes everything. It will still, it will be historical. Doesn't matter. This is another dog I used to own when I was in the island. Grandson of Jeep, son of Sonny. I used to have Sonny in my house. Sonny was very clever in the box. He lost, but it was Graciani's mistake to taking him underweight. You see that doggy was well bred as well. All my dogs are well bred, all of them. This is another one. Another one, and this one is from this as pure as he can be. This dog doesn't exist at this level, probably doesn't exist anymore. This from the beginning. This how long I've been in dog. Before than this, I used to have dogs. And look, everything goes to Tudor's Dival. Like I was saying, Blind Billy. Every time you see Blind Billy, Blind Billy, Blind Billy, oh my God, this dog, this bitch have a lot of Blind Billy. Oh, and that puppy, by the way, that's a son of Crazy, the dog. This one, the one-time winner. So he was a great grandson of Jeep. Let's go back to. And this dog, it was as game as it can be. And when you breed her, she have an average mouth, I would say, probably like 8, 9. I mean, a little above average. But when you breed her with family related, but not as an inbred, as a line bred, she produce alligators. Dog with a lot of mouth. And if you see all these dog go back to her tutors. You see Blind Billy again, Blind Billy, Blind Billy, Blind Billy. And we keep going. I keep going, and you can look. Tudor's Dival. That's a Blind Billy. Yeah, that's no, that's both. I'm sorry. This is Blind Billy. And you see, we can go Corvinos. Yeah, we can go far as we can go to the 1800 with these dogs. And that's Mayfield, Texas. Mayfield, Texas, I have a video on Don Mayfield. Don Mayfield and my grandfather was the ones who my grandfather used to say, Don Scatterbread. He don't use that word. The Scatterbread word, the first time I hear is when I met Don Mayfield around the late 80s or beginning of the 90s, somewhere in there. I met it through phone calls, and I knew what it mean. But I try to, when you're younger, you want to do your own things your own way, even if you are wrong. And I went against what my grandfather say, and yes, I have a lot of losses, and I didn't have consistency until Don Mayfield told me what it was wrong and how to fix that. And he say, listen to your grandfather, because he knows more than you do, and it's true. And when I start to listen to both of them, things change. And my dogs get better bred, and oh my God, I got more consistency in trade, more consistency in looks. Looks, I mean, but looks are no. You should not use that as a number one in your program. But looks are important as well, because it tells you are in the right path as well. But you should test your dogs. If you are in a guard saying, you should test them hard. See if they can protect you for real. This is no... and like I said, this is for historical purpose. And I don't condone animal cruelty at all. I just telling, because of these people, I learn a lot. That's all. And you don't need to mix dogs. We got so many breeds for so many things. And and instead the perfect the focus in those breed that already are made for us. Instead they focus on that and stop being cocky and try to build. This is not about myself, yourself, or somebody else. It's about dogs. In here, this dog, it made the name of the kennel. This is history. When you mix, you will never look at look at the pedigree statistic. Look at Sunshine 56, 50%, and that's that's how the COI, that's how it's measured in here. Oh, this dog is this dog. They are made the kennels. Who they are? Gator. Gator was so famous when against to go against a dog that used to be a finisher. Used to he have a hard mouth. I think it was a Mexican kennel. I forget the name. He lost half of his face in that, and he won from the bottom up. That's a legacy right here. That's historical things. And it's many, let me see. All these dog have his their they will be remembered from history. The dogs that you are mixing, nobody will ever remember them. They will go down. Everybody will forget. This will never be forget. That's how important. And remember, like I say, pedigree doesn't make the dog. The dog made the pedigrees. And this is the reason what I say pedigree, the dogs made the pedigree. Without this dog, there would not be this awesome pedigree. These people keep this, the American Pit Bull Terrier. That's like talking about the bald eagle. That's our symbol. And if you mix it, that means you don't love America. In my opinion, this is how it makes us apart from the rest, this breed. And we can make every breed that we have right now, like this breed, as historical. And instead being the laugh of the world that we are right now. People are making fun of us. We don't know the difference between one breed to another. And actually, Hansi talked about that we don't know how to breed dogs. And when I say that's the dog trainer from Czechoslovakia who live in United States, and he said that, and you should not hate him. You should take that and prove him he's wrong. And instead they get him mad. I don't get him mad with him. I just know that he's right, and we need to show him that we can do better than the outside world. We just did it in here. We proved it with the American Pit Bull Terrier. And we can do it again with any breed that we put ourselves into it. But we need to learn the history of every in the breed that we are. And I'm Impresa Canario, and it's a shame that many people doesn't know what a Presa Canario look like to this day. And many underestimate the American Pit Bull Terrier, mixing with this, mixing with that. I mean, that means you are not a proud American if you do that. This is our pride right here, our baby, and we need to preserve it. So this proof the many people who tell you to everything needs to be mixed to keep alive, it is wrong. This is generation after generation. I wasn't here. Actually, I breed this dog myself. And as me and Schoolboy did the last podcast with Joe NWA, and Richard said many people don't never see a game dog, and it's true. This was a game dog. This was the true game dog. And if you see, this is a generation. You cannot get a game dog mixing dog. This is the elaboration of years and years and years from the 1800s, selection from the 1800s to this day to become and have this. And I show you how Tito used to look like. Just bear with me. I improvised when I made the videos. I bet you guys noticed that. I just improvise what I do. No, it's down there. Was I put my pitbull in here for a reason, so people see where I get my idea to breed Presa Canario. I breed pretty much exactly how I used to breed game dogs. American, I don't like to call them game dogs. American Pit Bull Terriers. Since I was close and here it is. That's Tito, Rising Force Kennel. People used to think the RFK means red flag kennel. No, it means Rising Force Kennel. I get that name from one of my best artists, guitar player, because I used to be a musician, Inbay J. Maustin, a Swedish guitar player who play classical music. Is one of my favorite guitar player. And Paco de Lucia, of course. So that was Tito. Racha, that's Joylene, half sister of Tito. And this was Racha when she was, I think she was 12 or 13 years old. That's what an American Pit Bull Terrier used to look like. And you see how old she was, and look, she barely have gray hair on the muzzle. She was keeping. She was alive when I moved in here, and she I think she died at the age 13, close to 14, I think. She lasted a very long time. She was one of my best bitches, and also the two best bitches that I ever owned, it was her. She was a Jeep Boy Rascal bitch. She was a daughter of dragons Cole Steel Pit. Tanya Caldwell. She bred her. I wait for that breed. When I see she have Rascal on her, that's what I get her. Let me see, Sai. Makuto, I don't know. Makuto, it was that female bring me a lot of consistency in traits. Her puppies, they all have the same tactic of battle. They was start in the face and they finish in the throat. That's Joylene, another daughter of her. And that's when we bred their second time. Hardcore Kennels like her so much because she produced one of the top Hardcore Kennels dog. Or it was Tito. And there was another one from a friend of mine. Her and his bitch, and both there was Jeep dogs. They have Jeep on the pedigree. That's what I like to do, line breeding. Because when you do line breeding, if you take a dog outside that is bred exactly, but it can be cousin, it can be or far related far away, but it is focused on what you're focused. You got much of the time a perfect match for breeding. That's a lot of that's one thing that I did a lot in the back. That's what when I breed in presa, I don't breed presa. I breed presa like I breed my game dogs. That's what another thing. It set me apart from these people. These people bred by look, by show dog. What is they bred for all the wrong things. They confuse. They don't know the difference between sport and protection. I think they don't care, to be honest. I think it's like breeding this dog, the American Pit Bull Terrier, for show, and instead they're doing for the box, for what they are made. When you keep breeding like that for show, you lose the dog. And I don't say yes, unfortunately I have few dogs, but the few dogs that I have from show, they're from back the old days. In the old days, Presa Canario used to test their dog in the show. They used to have a decoy. I don't like using decoys. I like to use agitator for people who know me. I love agitators. I don't like to use decoy on my dogs or helpers. I like to bring I like to bring the fight as close as reality is. And that's why going back, let me see if I can do that. Going back to this conversation that I have, this guy is getting I don't know. Oh, here it is. This dude is been talking crap about me, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know the. That's a sport. And if you see, his penis have a problem. He got a genetic disease that he called paraphimosis. Paraphimosis is when your dindin cannot go back in the sack, and that can cause the dog die. and that's a friend of mine. He making fun of him, and when somebody do something like that, he think it's me. He say my dogs have an origin of Rancho Bravo. Though that's oh my God, that's a nice guy from Argentina. Uh, Prats, his last name. I forgot his name right now. It's been a while I don't talk to him. He's a nice dude. And he's saying he got what happened in Mexico. There is a dog. There it took a, that I that is related to my dogs. From dogs that I sent to Mexico, and they breeding, and this dog came out and is doing what dogs in Mexico are not doing. He just took a bullet the other day and saved his owner. And none of these guide dogs have been doing that. Let me. And he got some beef with me because of that. Because people have dogs from me in Mexico. And he's Mexican and he wanna sell dogs. This dog is another thing. This dog is not even a presa. This dog have the La Arena, and everybody knows the La Arena in Germany doesn't have no pedigrees. And why they don't have no pedigrees? Because they are not a breed. And everybody in Europe knows that. Everybody, all this dog, the dog on this dog, for you guys understand that. That's why you cannot deal with mutts. You need to deal with purebred. He saying he said that it's me, so everybody doesn't listen to him. None of his dog, all pretty much the dogs in Mexico, they are band dogs, and it's because they bring. Oh, let me get out of here. Okay. He's so mad at me that he make a comment. Whenever you need a real version on the presa, I'm here. What real version of presa when you cannot pass the embar test? This is the dog that he is so mad. Perro defiende a su dueño en riña y termina herido de bala. Hay dos detenidos. In English, this dog, the perro means dog, protect, defiende, that means protect, his master, dueño, in a fight, and he finished hurt from a bullet. And that dog, it comes from my dogs. That's the dog right there. He took a bullet. Recibe, and he was on the news on the first page. Emiliano owns this dog. And you guys, he doesn't believe it comes from my dogs, you can ask him. He will tell you. And that's why he's so mad, because that's the dog. And I got another one. Actually, this one he's been in fight for. This is the second time. This one also stopped a robbery. And he took couple. What you call it? He get stabbed few times from a machete. And you see, and I got another one. And look at that's the owner right here. And for you guys know Emiliano is a dog trainer. He's a good guy, a good friend of mine from Mexico. I don't breed the dog, but the dog, like I say, come from my dogs. And then we got, he's on the sport, and Sicario, that's the name of the dog. Sicario, he was going to be certified as a protection dog in Cancun, Mexico. So my dogs is been getting certification, and I'm not into sport and stuff like that, but who is, to me, I'm about the real deal. Same. But my dogs see both sides of the spectrum. And this is your dog. Your dog doesn't show 100%. It doesn't pass the test of 100% presa. It's no a presa, and I don't care. It's 75. No, still it's a mutt. And that's another thing. Pit bull have a high COI. This is nothing for a pit bull. And that's what it makes pit bull apart from the rest of all breed in the world. And if these people don't understand that and buy anything, anything in the island or whatever, or buying dogs from here, from Craigslist or from Mil Anuncios in Canary Island. Mil Anuncios is like a Craigslist in Canary Island. And everybody knows Mil Anuncios have, this is another thing that it prove horses, the books are closed. And every horse in the 225 Kentucky Derby is a descendant of Secretariat. All of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 horse descendant of Secretariat, they won in races. That tell you that purebred animals is bred correctly, because not everybody can breed animals. Not because you got a racing horse or this or that, or you put it two together and voila. No, it's not like that. It take a knowledge person to breed quality. When you don't have a knowledge person breed quality and dedicate themselves to breed quality, you will never get it. And scattered breeding, that's another thing. Scattered breeding is another way. This is another descendant of Secretary, if I'm not mistaken. And from the last, I think that's what you see that mud in the race. That was a very rainy day. I saw the race. He was from behind. All that mud, he was from behind. And from behind, he won the Kentucky Derby race. And I put this in here to demonstrate people the purebred, they are in another level as mixing. Because you mix this and that, you don't gonna get, no. That doesn't work like that. People tell you that because they don't know how to breed. And that's proof that my dogs, my brother breed this female, but he used that's the daughter of Jet. And Jet, everybody knows that I breed him. And that's shoots on certification. That's my brother, Jose. Used to go by Del Viejo Presa. He used that name honoring my grandfather. I think. And for you got, oh my god, and that's another thing. This is purity. This dog he killed so far he killed 7 snakes, 7 poison snake, including in those 7 2 rattlesnake and 5 cottonmouth, and that's one of the cottonmouth. That's another thing. That dog, his immune system is so high. Let me see if I can. You guys can see the. I got a picture in here. No one. He get busted many times, and his brother is good at it too. But his brother, so far, I don't see getting bit by a snake. But Cuervo, he get bit. That's him in one of the occasion, and he survived. I still have him. That was in this one in particular. It was in 20, yeah, in 24. Yeah, I got a neighbor who doesn't clean his backyard, and somehow, I mean, I never see in these areas. In 2024, I start to seeing cottonmouths. In here, we used to have a rattlesnake, but no cottonmouths. And that's the proof. This dog is a purebred presa. And I think I have somewhere. I have. If you guys wanna see, I don't know if I have it in here. If I posted, but I mean, but all of you know that I've been posting all my DNAs, and let me see if I don't think I did post it, but I will post it. His DNA. Actually, I got a video. I seen his DNA is posted, and I go through my DNAs, so you guys know that I'm having an account, a real account. I know, like, these people who fake everything. They don't want to do the job, and that's another. That's one of my latest puppy. I have a lot of hope with this puppy, and I'm very proud of him. So far, so good. It's my 4 or 5 generation of my stuff, and he's tough too, very tough. The more people saying, the more, and I'm gonna make a video about that. And it's a proof in the pit bull. That's what a lot of people like to think. That's another thing. These people think mixing with the people. With the pit bull terrier, and terrier mean in Latin terrorize. That's what they call in terriers. They think if I mix with the pit bull and I use it to, for example, a dog with dysplasia, a breed with dysplasia, like Neapolitan Mastiff. The puppies, I will not come with dysplasia or cherry eye or this and that. They think mixing it take away to the problems that breed have. But what you do is passing to the puppies the markers of that problem, and you can hide it from one generation. That's what they're doing, that to hide genetic problems. But the problems, they gonna come from the next person, and you buy this dog believing they don't have no disease problem. Like I showed you that dog with his penis out. I never see a presa with that problem. That's one of the first, and I hear that dude, all the stuff he got is with genetic problem. And those dogs, they're mixed. That's why he hate on me a lot, because he tried to do inbreeding like I do. He tried, not every dog, and I say that 100,000 times, not every dog can take inbreeding, line breeding, especially your dog come from genetic problem dogs. What happens when you do inbreeding, the good and the bad gonna show up. If you want and you got the big cojones to clean up the problem, I mean, you can do it, but you need to destroy or give for free those puppies that it showed those symptoms, and from the good ones breed it again and breed it again very tight until all the bad genetic is gone. But it's gonna take you serious, and then you can know. You guys like to sell dogs, many of you, and that's not a business for and dog. You should not look at as a business. People make a lot of videos about that. How you're gonna make money and this. That's puppy mill stuff. That's puppy parlors. That's what we are in this trouble because of them. They made those videos and you saying, oh my God, they have money and this and that. Much of them, they show you a Lamborghini they don't own. They show you a big mansion they don't own. And I know many. And another thing, life can be buy. Right now, if I want my picture, get a lot of likes, I pay $5-10 in Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and my life gonna go up big time. But I don't want to do that. That's not a purpose of this. My purpose of doing all this is show you though my hard work is paying off for myself. And if you want to be part of it, you can be part of it. If you wanna do, I can help you do your own program. But you have to pay attention what I say. And sometimes what happened with these dogs, they are mixed with other stuff. And if you want to preserve, first of all, you need to preserve. In order the old traits come out. If your dog doesn't have those old traits, have new traits, you got a lot to clean. And doesn't matter how much you clean, your dog, they don't have no historical purpose. Like I showed you in the pit bull game. Those dogs, you can go back, all that I showed you, all these dogs. If you go to this pedigree, this dog born the day I don't remember exactly, but the breeding it was done it was done around 2007. Here's the day I posted. The day I did the breeding, I seen it was early than that, but I don't know. I don't put too much information. That's when I was in the game. I don't want people spy on me on my thing, and no, because a lot of people have a very afraid of this pedigree of her, because he got the rascal and have the mongoose on it. Got the best of rascal stuff. And rascal stuff that was designed to finish anything. And of course, the gayness and the perseverance of Gator. And Gator, it was like, and the agility, because Jeep bring the agility, and Jeep used to have gayness back in the day. Oh my God, that's another thing now I remember. Crenshaw. Okay, one of the greatest producer of all time. Jeep defeat played Pilot's champion Cato at 43 pounds. He went on in 28 minutes. Cooper Winnie at 43 pounds in 58 minutes. Stinson and Step Black Dog at 42 pounds in 2 hours 5 minutes. And O.S. Steven champion Homer at 43 pounds in 3 hours 45 minutes. Jeep died in the fall of 1989. When I was in the game, Jeep, when I started in the game, Jeep, it was alive. I saw a lot of son of Jeep, and they have a lot of good traits. That's what it made me love Jeep dogs a lot. That's one of my favorite line of all the time. And lines and Pitbull are lines because of the dog made that line. Like Jeep. There is a Jeep line. That's what when you hear me say Jeep Red Boy Rascal line, that's Tito. Tito have the three, and actually that was made into a line. And if you go back to Tito, where you see in the whole pedigree is Jeep, Rascal, and Red Boy. In the whole pedigree. You can go anywhere in the pedigree and you will see that no missing at all. That's what we call in a line. The line is dictated in Pitbull, and it should be in every breed. Dictated by the dogs that are made that specific dog. And remember, lines you cannot keep jumping and jumping and jumping. Lines of dog is line breeding. Dog who repeat themselves. Jeep, it was an outcross, but an outcross of purity. That's the difference. Look, if you look, this is what he called a battle cross in Pitbull game. Battle cross is when two foundation lines collapse into each other. Pure lines get together and make something make an explosion. That happened in here. In this breeding, 4 champions in 1 litter. 4. GP was 1. Charlie and Missy, and let me see if I remember. Let me see. I'm missing one, and I keep forgetting her name. That's what this breeding, it was so famous. My computer is a little slow because it's been cold outside. It's been under 20, and I guess, we are in Florida, and we don't have those kind of temperatures all the time. And I think this that because it was fine yesterday. Anyway, this is why. Oh, here is Charlie. Holly. And that's from I think that's from another breedings. I think they repeat the breeding, but the first time Charlie, Missy, Holly, and Jeep became champions. That's what it made Honey Bunch who he was. And they breed her to good dog. Like Rascal, it was bred into her. They was putting some serious dog. And my point it is, there is no an outcross. When you an outcross, no, a crossbreed. Crossbreed is when 2 different breeds, like you crossing 2 different, like a Rottweiler with a pit bull. It doesn't matter how game the dog it is. When you put that dog to another face, another dog, your mixed dog, is gonna have a timer. And trust me, they will not last more than 15 minutes. Look at how a purebred it lasts in combat. 345. Historical purpose, people. I'm not condemn dogfighting, and I'm not trying to nobody do this. I just making a point. I'm not condemn animal cruelty. 345, 3 hour 45 minutes, it lasts this match. Homer, champion to a champion. With a mod, you will never go to distance with anyone. And again, I'm not condemning, I'm making a point. Purebreds are far better than mud. That's my point. Can you imagine pit bull breeders have to mix because they don't know how to breed and have to use Belgian Malinois or whatever, or Akitas or whatever breed, just to make their breed better? That doesn't happen. I'm sorry, but that doesn't happen in American Pit Bull Terrier. American Pit Bull Terrier, it was done. And if you watch, I got a video Don Mayfield talking about the importance of pedigree. I titled that. And importance of purity. He say the Americans, and well, I'm part Native American, exactly Taino blood, Spanish, Portuguese, muchly for and French. Supposedly, I don't do my DNA, but for what I see, my grandmother, my uncle, my brother, they have the DNA, and that's what they're showing. So I call it the peninsula. The three bloodlines in the island, in the peninsula in Spain, because Spain is divided by Portugal and Spain. So that's where my blood it is. It's nothing to be in shock about it, because in history we know what happened. So, but Don Mayfield was saying, going back to what I was saying, Don Mayfield was saying the Americans is the group of people more mixed in the war, but it make the much pure dog on earth, and it's the American Pit Bull Terrier. And here is the proof. A bunch of mixed people, because we are not pure. We made this dog. I was not there, but when it happened, but it have talking with the old timers, all of them say the pit bull have Alano in them. Many of them, many people. And if you look the documentary, when they talk about pit bull, that kid that young fella that he doesn't show his face, he mentioned the same thing that I'm telling you right now. He knows that too. The Alano, it was used. Scent hounds, killer hounds, sight hounds. According this part, I get him from Richard Stratton. It was bloodhounds, redbone, a little bit, Molossus Mastiff, Bandog, Greyhound, Sulakis, Afghan, Mother Mastiff, Bulldog. Bulldog is what called in Spanish perro de toro. That's a Spanish breed. It became an English breed when they add the pot, and that's what the face of the bulldog is. They know is that's the reason why they don't have no muscle, pretty much. Great Dane was used. That's what you see at the beginning, a little higher dog. Those that was the prototype pit bulls. English White Terrier, Bracephalic Bulldog, Bull Terrier, American Stafford Terrier. I mean, no. I'm sorry. From the pit bull, American Staffordshire Terrier came, and the Staffordshire Bull Terrier came from there. And we get to the mother pit bull terrier. And Richard, Schoolboy, and we was talking about that. The American pit bull terrier, it was creation in America, in North America. From base, pretty much what Stratton saying there. I don't think that all those breeds were added, to be honest. But that was done long time ago. That was in the 1800s. And from there, we start to select and test, select and test, select and test. Whatever it was not good, out. And like, people don't understand why those makes it back in the day, it worked and not today. Yesterday dogs are not today's dog. And what I mean by that, and me and my colleagues, they're dogs expert, we talk about that many times, and we all agree. The dogs before they will select to do something, and it was no hard to make a breed. We are not disagree with you making nothing, but everybody wants to make something. And what happened? The dogs of today, they're all sick. How you making a new breed using whatever you got? Because these have pedigree and these have pedigree. That doesn't work. Back in the day, we was not doing that. I mean, I was not into that. I never been into, but I watch how people make band dogs. And real ones, not fake ones. Like we have today. We tend to romanticize with everything is a band dog. Because a dog by the sleeve doesn't mean that's a working dog. First of all, sport dogs are not working dogs. Working dogs are dogs who do some work for real, like working in a farm. That's my dogs. They are guarding my house. If somebody getting to here, that's what they are for. Another thing, they are not only guard. Anything who come into this jar is dead meat, and that's including rattlesnake and any poison snake. So they're protecting. I got chicken, and my dogs do the job. Lynx doesn't get around. Actually, one Florida panther tried to eat one of my dogs, and my dog almost killed the panther. And I've been saying that for a long time. And my dogs have a purpose to being here. And who compete, I know against that at all. But that to me, in reality, do a show with it. You do whatever you please with your dog. I'm not against to that. But in my opinion, that doesn't prove anything. That what it do is you can increase yourself. That's it. And if you have dog just to sell dogs, you in my opinion, you are not a dog man. You are a puppy mill. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm trying to protect a breed. And doing shows or doing a sport, that doesn't protect any breed. Breed the breed right and look, aiming for all traits, that's protecting the breed. And if you see, shows tend to change the dog into bad and sport too. And if you see how animal laws play a part into a sport dog, how you gonna choose? That's what the Canadian. That's another thing. Canadian police dog. They are no breed any. They don't buy dog from. They don't import anymore. In United States, and I say that because a guy is talking. He like to mix anything to anything, and he doesn't test his dog. He claim he does. He claimed that he sell dogs to the whole world, and it's a lie. He don't have no proof. He don't even have proof of his dog are working material. Cause you have a dog jumping to get to play, that doesn't mean you got a working dog. And he jump, yeah, I give you some credit. You don't have no a couch potato. That's I will give that credit to him. But tell me that his dog, because they are mixed, they have the power to stop a man. He is dreaming. He is dreaming. That's no reality. And I test dog. I love to test dog. And that's what it make what I do different than anybody, because I'm not into shows or a sport. And like I say, I'm not against that. And I'm not against if you like to mix dog, it's okay. There is a lot of dogs in a shelter. In the majority are mixed breed, and the ones that you adopt, and they are Cane Corso, Presa Canario, or Rottweiler, you do a DNA. Just do a DNA, and you will see they're not pure either. So the majority of the dog in the shelter, they're mixed that nobody wants. And if you sell those dogs, they're gonna end in the shelter, unfortunately. And the more dogs in the shelter, the problem you guys create for us, the one who want to protect the breed. The thing is, Canada, going back to Canada, because this dude is he's unbelievable. He doesn't know that I know cops. I've been in their facility when they're training. I know where they get the dog, what country, where, and which dog is from outside and which dog is bred in here. And I'm not trying to impress anybody or nothing. I love dogs, and I always ask questions. Canada have their own breeding facility, and why is that? Why? And they use German Shepherd only, or at least 95%, and it's a reason for it. Canada, we know, is a very cold place. You cannot use pit bull. You cannot use single coat in a very harsh environment. That's why dog breeds are very, very important. Just because of the German Shepherd have a double coat, that making him the number one choice for Canadians, for the canine unit in Canada. Just for that single fact, and they still have it. They have their own facilities. They breed and it's, you guys doesn't believe me, there is videos on that. If we don't protect purebreds, everybody's gonna get screwed up. Everybody wants to be a creator, and what happened, I don't have nothing against that. But when you are creating something what history is behind. German Shepherd have the DDR history on them. World War One, World War Two, they've been working with they start as a farm dog and ending in the military. And to this day they still in the military for a reason. Canuck also have their own history as well. But you keep it mixing, you are keeping destroying history. Then these people who like to make band dogs cannot make good band dogs. Because you cannot make a band dog with a mutt. And these people keep mixing and mixing. That happened to the Presa Canario as well. Choosing for the wrong thing. Mixing to get a grip. Oh my God. Why you don't train your warrior dog in that? And instead of mixing. Why you everybody wants to do things very, very, very easy. Want the easy way out. And the easy way out is what we have problem today. We got a lot of sick dogs with a lot of diseases. A lot of German Shepherd right now, they have a lot of dysplasia. Presas, Canuck also have, and they don't have that before. Epilepsy. Presas start to getting that epilepsy. I mean, you don't think that enough is enough? And that's my thoughts on it. And thank you, everybody, and have a blessed day. Goodbye. And thanks.